As a middle-aged German citizen with the affinity for video games, I witnessed a lot of weird decisions during the evolution of gaming in context of censorship. First of all, and to obviate some repetitions, I made a video a while ago, which I will link down below for interested people to witness some examples of the well-known German censorship. The inspiration for this clip just appeared when I was going to buy the Dead Rising remaster on Steam in Germany, which predecessor the original game I really loved back in the day. Said directly, the new remaster is blocked in Germany. By law, the old game is still on the German index, which means it will stay there for about 25 years to get cancelled automatically, or in some cases, developers and publishers are going to submit it to the authorities to apply for a new delisting. In many cases, this doesn't happen, or especially for smaller productions in general, which will get lost over time and not be accessible anymore. A lot of small devs and indie studios that don't exist anymore or nobody has the rights on a franchise, won't have the ability to do that on their own. And you might wait for an automatical delisting, which can take forever. Yes, a quarter century. The new German law amendment made it even worse for a lot of games, and they just vanished on Steam. Dead Rising isn't that small when it became an established series from Capcom in the zombie franchise, but it is still on the list. Because the remaster is an optimized version of Part 1, it's still not allowed to get sold in Germany, but you can own it. So if you want to get it, you need to evade on a Steam key page to get an European key, which also works in Germany as well. So my questions are, why is the German censorship still so outdated when we players thought these times would be over after the early 2000s, when a lot of games later made it finally uncensored on several platforms? To be mentioned, there are still a lot of old games not accessible right now, even they are ridiculous in context of modern violence in games. Why is it possible to buy the new Mortal Kombat series with all its gore in it in every store, but some old games aren't allowed to get purchased, like AVP, Kingpin and many more? The solution is easy, just change the system once and for all. Germany is so outdated when it comes to old laws, especially in electronics. A quarter century is way too much considered to the fast improvement in the entertainment sector, and the censorship is totally outdated. If you are an adult, you shouldn't be forced to wait on another country's shops. Germany is greedy in case of getting money all the time for everything, but will lose a lot because the gaming industry is strong when gamers buy in other countries. Now I've bought the game somewhere else and enjoy it. In this case it worked and it's fine. But as mentioned before, it won't work for a lot of classic and retro games, because most of the companies or the rights holders are non-existent anymore. So for us German gamers, a lot of retro classics will completely disappear over time. With the new integrated law, a lot more games vanished. Not even because of brutality, but due to the fact that the devs are forced to submit old games again to get checked in general. A lot games will be therefore forever disappeared on the German marketplace. I really hope they will change the system again. When I think on the years after 2010, when almost every new software got a German release, uncut for example, hopes were high that this state will last longer than just a few years. But times will always change, as well as the systems. And don't forget, a person who can't see blood and gore will never watch a slasher movie or play a violent video game. Adult gamers can decide by their own what is good for them. We are not talking about the protection of the youth, but regulate adults in their consume behavior.